When you air dodge in the air, when you're rolling on the ground, it is not something to be abused. So please do take, if you're going to be in these ladder matches, you can see this using as a cautionary tale right here. Do not air dodge when you're off stage, especially if you've done that much rolling on stage.
See, we need a Slick Rick to recite children's story like that
not long ago, where people did air dodges and got punished slow. So anyways,
there we go. Folks, welcome to Grand Finals here at the inaugural Code Name Bears 165 Pokemon Stadium for game number 1. This Inkling has looked nigh unstoppable here. Yeah, okay. And I don't know if it's time for Jakal to take his first game off of Wishes this time around, but certainly he'll have something to say about that, especially after the comeback job he did against GWJ.
Smart move using withdraw there, trying to power through the paint grenades. Now, earlier on, he did notice that was helping him out towards his Game 3 option. Even though he did lose, I mean, it is a nice, potent option for him to take. However, if he does abuse it, keep in mind, just like you saw against the match in GWJ, withdraw is able to be stopped. Now, whereas if you take some of the damage, and
what a parry!
And how many times, you know what? I went on record to say that it was going to be such a strong defensive option. And here you can just see it is going to make a lot of ledge options just extremely volatile. And here we go, Inkling up smashing, taking that first stock.
Yeah, again, with that up smash, with the blaster, holy smokes, staying fresh and looking good. Is that Inkling looking for that edge guard with the back air, not finding it. And again, the jab, the fact that is pretty darn good. Of course, the ink adding a little bit of extra damage whenever you hit your other attacks. Oh, and the bomb.
Amazing follow-up and AoE covering tool. I mean, Inkling just really just sticking to what works here. But Ivysaur doing its job as a zoning ability, allowing him to slow the game down and take advantage of him using that forward smash. And here comes Charizard to the front lines here, trying to put a little bit more elbow grease behind those attacks. All right, Inkling with the up air.
Oh my gosh!
There we go.
Just like that, Wishes. I mean, sitting at 115%, the fact that he stays alive to such high percentages, I mean, if you were to calculate out the average stock that he had in his winner's final set against Jakal, I'd say the average stock he was holding it until about, I'd say 120, 125.
Definitely. But, I mean, here in Grands, I mean, it looks like he's just throwing caution to the wind. And here we go, get up attack with up air. Up air is such a strong move. And alongside and coupled with the paint grenade, it looks like Wishes is really just taking every single opportunity to just set the tone and the pace for this match. I mean, Jakal is really reeling at this point.
And now looking for that grab, misses, gets punished with a grab of his own, does Jakal. Or does Wishes, excuse me. Filling up on some ink.
There we go.
And the back air.
And he's really starting to rack up on damage at this point. I mean, with 153 damage, it definitely would be better to switch to a heavier character. This way he might be able to just extend his life expectancy here in this match. I definitely would...
forward throw. I'm not sure how I like that.
All right.
He does take the stock, and frankly, I thought he could have taken it sooner with the back throw, but nonetheless, I'm not the one in Grand Finals now, am I?
Very true, but even still, our opinion is exactly that. You know, it is our opinion. We are welcome to it, and I do agree with you. And a nice little cross-up here with the air. I wouldn't say cross-up, but a nice little fake-out, and there we go. We get the taunt with that back air finish.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? Oppressive or impressive, we know who's the freshest, and right now it's Wishes, who is up 1-0, and frankly, I'm not really sure what Jakal can do right now, but what he's been doing with Squirtle just is not working.
At all, man. And it looks like, mind the pun, but Wishes is signing his name in ink here on the winner's side of this Grand Finals. He really wants to put this one to bed and go home with that victory money.
Yeah, and looking to put Jakal in the red here where he is, but the red ink could indeed be flowing if Jakal is not careful. Wishes,
I
meanwhile.
like the setups, but again, you saw a lot more mileage getting tossed by Jakal. Nice grab tech here. A lot more techs, and that's just a little clash here. So one thing I do want to state and just pointing out, both of them just do have amazingly fast aerials that are easily able to just be used in neutral. And it's not until both characters start abusing their specials that they start to come out. And here we go. Nice little up air string. Jakal making use of Squirtle speed. Really fairing Squirtle in this matchup. And here comes Ivysaur looking for that instant dunk. Gets back on stage, but paint grenade. All right, here we go.
There we get the spike.
Ooh, very nice move by Jakal. Just abusing Inkling off stage and now using Ivysaur. It looks like he already wants to switch to Squirtle, and so I do see how Wishes is starting to slowly step up the tempo, trying to anticipate that Charizard switch.
In the meantime, he is going to get as much free damage as he possibly can. Shields the bomb that time. It takes a lot off of your shield, though, gotta say. And that neutral air starting to shield it that time. Wishes, again, very adaptive player, as we have noticed in that Charizard. I mean, he's going to try to put on as much heavy damage as he possibly can before the switch to Squirtle, which he does.
Absolutely. Withdraws on stage, still a very, very nice option. I mean, again, don't want it to get abused very often because, as you stated, Wishes is a very adaptive player. So he just needs to watch out. As effective as it may be at this time, you know, he is going to not be able to rely on that as a crutch. All right.
Yeah, and he keeps getting up with those bombs straight to the face. That down tilt also going to do some work. Looking to tag him with that bomb, and he's going to get inked for his troubles, but that fly gonna miss on the recovery.
HM2 actually letting him down right now, but it's all good. I mean, Squirtle back on stage pretty much for free at this point, and now he's got a fresh Squirtle here. Gonna allow him some time, but as he's inked, he is taking a little bit more knockback and a big hit to his speed, so he is gonna need to avoid taking more of those pain attacks. All right, AoE for that paint grenade. All right, Wishes back pretty much now in trouble here. He's getting a lot of pressure put on him, and he's starting to revert to the same kind of movement and technique. So Jakal does seem to be catching a lot more of his landings, being a little bit more patient with his neutral entry.
Yeah, definitely the patience you're seeing a lot more of. He's not quite as in your face, a little more conniving, a little more calculating, especially with that down tilt. And looking for the edge guard there. I'm surprised we didn't see the switch to Ivysaur, but the back air certainly going to give him the space that he needs to maybe come up with something. But Wishes, I mean, he keeps getting in his face, and Jakal keeps finding zero answers to it.
True. I do think that the immediate switch to Ivysaur is pretty much more so of a mental hit. It looks like Jakal is actually putting on so much damage, so much shield pressure. He knows that once he gets the Ivysaur, he may actually give Wishes a chance to get back in the game when he switches to Charizard, as it's very obvious that he's not favoring the Charizard portion of his character. All right. Here we go. Wishes with the offstage pressure, puts the AoE paint grenades, trying to seal that jump on stage option. And here we go, back to Squirtle. All right, withdraw, allowing him, again, to get on stage for free. He's going to need to be careful with that, but so far, pretty successful. Inkling with the up smash, wasting some of the ink, not having as much time as before to go ahead and recharge, and Jakal just taking advantage of these get-ups and the wake-ups. Solid option here, just barely makes it back on stage with that Hydro Pump.
And the bomb, once again, I mean, yeah, he has to start respecting that option right about now. Looking for the read on the edge guard. Yep. That tilt is not going to kill quite yet. Yep. Oh my gosh, he charges straight through the bomb.
Absolutely, and withdraw again, yet again, another potent get on stage option. Now, I mean, I don't know they could really do. It looks like Inkling doesn't have the projectile that's able to just kind of stop it, but he punishes that 2-frame there and actually just clips Ivysaur. Immediate switch from Charizard. Just again, a big tell here about that he is not very comfortable with that Pokemon. So if he can actually exhaust Squirtle, he really will have an easy chance getting himself back into the game.
Wishes upon a star, and he does find it with the 2-frame. But frankly, who needs luck when you're as skilled as Wishes is with this character? And he's finding himself in a pretty decent position here, although he is getting pummeled pretty hard.
Yeah, definitely. And he did block that last withdrawal entry, so he's going to have to start being careful about how he's using withdrawal, especially to get back on stage, because it does pop you off a lot like Meta Knight's side B. So, I mean, he may have an option to punish it, but Squirtle is pretty quick. So, right now, just trading fares in the neutral here.
A relatively long matchup here. We're into 5 minutes into this thing.
Yeah, he's slowly putting on a lot of damage, and with him at the ledge, he's really susceptible. And here we go, anybody's game at this point. I mean, Squirtle or Inkling could take it out, and back air has already been known to be a
oh, and the bomb!
And here we go. We might get to see the attack. Oh, we don't get the switch.
No, we do not. And then the taunt, and Wishes pulls that out. Holy smokes, man. That was way closer than Wishes would have liked for it to be. But up 2-0 with Agent 3. Gotta think he's feeling pretty good right about now.
Yep. Wishes, a.k.a.
Vivid.
Pokemon trainer, please.
Yeah, but
marching up with a brand new Pokemon here. For character select.
Yeah, scenes of victory playing out in Wish's head in vivid color. We're going to see if they become a reality here at Pokemon Stadium once again for game number 3. Can he get the clean 6-0 on the day on the jersey number 3 in Jakal?
I don't know, man. I mean, I gotta say, he's doing such a great job. It doesn't look like we're gonna see much of a blanket reset if we don't get a little bit more variety from Jakal. And at this point, it looks like Wishes is doing an excellent job of just picking up. But nice combo damage at evening it up. Wishes not really making as much usage as he did in Winners Finals when they first faced off. It looks like the setups that he was using with the paint grenade have definitely lessened. And so now it looks like he's getting caught a lot more without paint. And so here we go, yet again, we might have an empty Inkling for the first time in this match. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but I don't know if that might even affect his recovery options. But it's not allowing him to dash any shorter or move any slower or faster.
It doesn't affect the up B. You don't have to use Ink in order to super jump. No. But that's and that goes in the real game too, although he does refill the tank there, smart move.
Absolutely.
But frankly, if you're super jumping with an empty tank, please just stay off of my team. Yeah. That was a personal note. Sorry about that. I'm editorializing.
You're all right, man.
All right, stay fresh, Squid Kids.
Wow, and there we go. Razor Leaf getting stuffed out there by back air, and he actually gets trumped. Nice move for Charizard. Actually switches, uses that third jump that Charizard is really there for at this point with this character going. And gets clocked with the back air. Gonna take that first stock here in game 3. Jakal is reeling, you know, at this point he's only got 2 more quarters left in here. He's down to his final 50 cents, so he only has these 2 stocks. He's got to make it count to put some points on the board.
Yeah, and that connected flush, let me tell you. So now as we're seeing here, Jakal is he's in pretty deep right now. I'm not really sure what he's going to do here.
Yeah, shield is such a strong option, especially at the ledge now. Just parry and get up attack amongst other things. You're just seeing a lot more of it outside of just normals that are basically just clipping 2 frames or any type of jump entry onto the stage.
And this is the problem that I'm having, quite frankly, the fact that we are seeing Wishes hold on to these stocks up to 150, 160, 170%. He got that last stock finally at 167, did Jakal, but he's not cleaning these up early. He needs a serious shift in momentum, get that early kill, but what's it going to take to do it, especially against a character that is seemingly zoning him out and dictating the pace of the match so well?
I mean, honestly, I really do feel like he had so much more going for him when he was actually actively switching. But it just seems like there's just such an apparent weakness when he does not want to use the Charizard portion of his character. I mean, even if he attempts to use it off stage, it does seem to give him something in this matchup, at least a little bit more variety. Because as you can see, Wishes is just really adapting a lot quickly, more so to extended Squirtle time.
He's not gone for that down air once, quite frankly. And frankly, he saw a lot of success going up when he was going up against GWJ last round when he went to the Ivysaur.
Very true.
And he stopped GWJ's 6-match win streak in loser's bracket in order to make it to 3rd place. But he only did it because he was showing variety. He wasn't leaning on Squirtle quite as much, but it seems like he doesn't have as much confidence in any of his other Pokemon.
No, he doesn't. And I mean, at this point, he's really doing a good job. Inkling out of ink, a ton of pressure here, and it looks like that's going to be one of the defining characteristics. But we almost get a trade here. Inkling gets his ink back. Ivysaur now back on the field. He needs to get this kill because you know he's going to use that time to go ahead and switch back to Charizard, and then quick switch to Squirtle. So there we go.
And there you go. That star KO is going to even it up. And this is. And maybe this is the change of momentum that he needed, but still, he was hanging on to it at 164%.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, Paint Grenade going to pretty much be the bane of his existence. DI's that up tilt combo that he's already been famous for, and Squirtle putting on that offstage pressure. Here we go, forward air, gets that grab, goes into an up air. All right, Inkling coming down with the forward air. Up air, really strong potent kill move. Do not want to trade with that at this point. 80 damage is climbing, and Inkling is sitting at a nice 68. Still has half a tank here, and is allowing him to put up his ledge trap setup. Jesus Christ. All right, off stage. He's got no ink, but he's back on for free.
Oh, and again, the bombs!
Sends him off. There we go.
The splat bombs coming out, the back air. And that's going to do it!
That's it, man.
Wishes straight off the hook. And I know that this was a codename Bears, but frankly, Wishes turning this into a Splatfest.
Splatfest. I'm for it, man. I gotta say, he definitely just finished that with a facial. Got all that forward air right in his face, and he just really capitalized on all of his strengths. He zoned him out. He matched his speed. He took care of a lack of variety in play, and he did such a very good job of just, again, playing to his character's strengths, and it got him the win. You know, Grand Finals victory champ for the first codename Bears, Wishes.
Yeah, I mean, bomb guards are harsh. I mean, they're also fresh, apparently. So congratulations to Wishes, the winner of the inaugural codename Bears 165. And it's so crazy to think that this is just the beginning,
Yeah,
yo.
man. It is. I mean, and one thing I did want to say, I do like that the Inkling plays a lot like a hybrid Snake, because you know how Snake has his lob, he has his grenade options. I wonder if you can actually just take that paint grenade and just shield it, maybe it just drops it. I'm not sure if that happens or not, but solid option just the same. It really does a very good job controlling space. I mean, we didn't get a chance to see a lot more